They say there's a ship that sails the Northumberland Strait, but it's not made of wood or steel. It's made of fire, and if you see it on the horizon, you'd best take shelter, because the storm is already on its way. The Northumberland Strait is a narrow stretch of water between Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. By day, it's a quiet windbrush place. Fishing boats bob in the waves, seabirds wheel overhead, and the distant shoreline is just a shadow on the horizon. But by night, the strait tells a different story. Fishermen, sailors, and coastal families have whispered for more than 2 centuries about a ship that doesn't belong to this world. They say it's a three-masted schooner, glowing with an unholy light, its sails catching a wind that no one else can feel. The ship is always on fire, not a flicker, but a roaring inferno. Flames licking the rigging, smoke curling into the night. And yet, it never burns away. The earliest written accounts go back to the 1700s. A fisherman on shore spots a blaze on the water, grabs his dory and rows toward the scene, certain there must be sailors in need. But as he draws near, the fire drifts farther away, until the ship simply fades into the mist, leaving nothing but the sound of the waves. Others tell of watching the phantom schooner race across the horizon, sails full and flames high, before sinking into the sea in total silence. And when it sinks, they say, a storm rolls in, sudden, violent, and without warning. For those who've lived by the strait all their lives, the ship isn't just a ghost. It's an omen. Ask 10 locals what the ship is, and you'll hear 10 different tales. Some say it's a vessel that burned long ago, its crew trapped in the blaze, doomed to repeat their final voyage until the sea takes pity on them. Others whisper, it's a cursed pirate ship, set alight by divine judgment, forever chasing the horizon in search of redemption. And then, there are those who believe it's not a ship at all, but a mirage from another time. A glimpse through the veil, showing us that history is still out there, sailing under a ghostly moon. And then, there are the warnings, that the ghost ship appears not to haunt, but to save. A blazing signal to those who will listen, telling them to turn back before the storm claims them too. Even in modern times, the legend hasn't gone quiet. Entire crowds have claimed to see it at once. Families on the beach, ferry passengers, people with no reason to invent the same strange story. Some even swear they've seen it in broad daylight, glowing on the horizon like a coal from the heart of the sun. And when scientists and skeptics step in with their explanations, tricks of the light, mirages, reflections, the locals only smile. Because they know the strait, and they know what they've seen. So if you ever find yourself walking the beaches of Nova Scotia, or standing on the shores of Prince Edward Island on a still night, keep your eyes on the horizon. You might just see a ship ablaze, sails full, gliding silently through the dark. And if you do, ask yourself, is it a trick of the light? Or is it the crew of a long-dead schooner, still sailing a sea that refuses to let them go? After all, the world is far more mysterious than we dare to believe.